Hello, I'm Terry Temple. Today I'm going to share with you foods to avoid for quicker weight loss. Foods to avoid for quicker weight loss. Some foods can make it hard, if not impossible, to lose weight. Some foods can make it hard, if not impossible. So right now I'm going to share with you foods that I believe that you should avoid to help you lose weight, and these are things that I have avoided myself. These are foods that I have avoided that have helped me to lose weight and to maintain my weight on my healthy lifestyle diet. Number one, the number one food that you should avoid is bread. Avoid bread at all costs, especially white bread. This refined white bread. You will almost not lose any weight if you eat this processed food, and bread is a processed food. So you want to avoid bread, especially white bread, but really all bread at all. So I encourage you to believe the eat white bread, the sooner you're dead philosophy. Eat white bread, the sooner you're dead. That is a good philosophy because this bread really is nothing but junk food. It's nothing but junk food. So I encourage you to limit it or avoid it altogether. If you eat it, try to eat it only once a week or once a month. Okay, that's what you want to do to help you lose weight. And I am not kidding. I am not kidding. A lot of people ask me a lot of times when I lose weight, how'd you do it? How'd you do it? You know what I tell them? I quit eating bread. I quit eating bread, and that's why I encourage you to do the same thing, to stop eating bread. Okay, avoiding eating bread is really the number one way to lose weight and to keep it off, is to avoid eating bread. Okay, and so the other food that you should avoid eating is sugar. I encourage you to avoid eating sugar, or to limit it to once a week or once a month or even once a year. Really, sugar is extremely unhealthy. It is extremely unhealthy. So I encourage you to avoid eating sugar, cane sugar, and high fructose corn syrup. Those things you do not want to eat. It will almost make it impossible to lose weight if you consume sugar. So avoid sugar. So instead of sugar to sweeten your foods, use agave, manuka honey, or stevia. Use natural sugars to sweeten your foods, okay? That's what I encourage you to do, okay? Because you will literally save your life by avoiding sugar from health problems, or health problems that come from things like diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure, or any type of sugar problem. You want to avoid eating sugar, okay? And sugar, there are people, they are sick because they can't make the connection. They keep eating sugar, and they keep saying, why do I keep getting sick? Why do I have this health problem? It probably is sugar. If not bread. If you have arthritis, I encourage you to seriously, and I'm very serious, I'm not joking, quit eating bread and stop eating sugar. Do it for a month and just see what happens. See what happens to your health. Monitor your health, okay? But eating sugar is hard to lose weight, eating sugar. So sugar is the number 2 way to help you lose weight if you avoid eating sugar and bread. It's really sugar and bread is a tie. I don't know which one is the worst. I don't know, because they're both are bad, and it's hard to lose weight eating either one. So I encourage you to avoid eating sugar and bread, okay? So in number 3, the food that you should avoid if you want to lose weight is to avoid white foods. Avoid white foods including white rice, white pasta, white sugar or cane sugar, and white salt or table salt. Avoid those things. They will ruin your health. They are no good for you. You don't need them, and they will make it hard, if not impossible, for you to lose weight. So avoid eating those things. Instead, replace the rice with whole grain brown rice, whole grain pasta, those type of things. That's why I encourage you. Also salt. If you like salt, you like to salt your food, try sea salt or pink salt. Those are more healthy for you. Table salt is the worst. Don't eat table salt. It's terrible. The salt, when you go to the restaurants, it's terrible. Take your own salt with you, okay? And like I said earlier about sugar, use stevia. Use natural sweeteners such as honey. Don't use sugar, cane sugar. It's terrible, okay? So those foods, they're called white foods because all the nutrients have been stripped from them. Okay, so it's best for you to not consume those foods. And what those foods do, grains, what grains do, and so you also don't need to eat a bunch of grains. I don't eat a lot of grains, and this is why I'm able to lose weight and keep the weight off. For the most part, it's because I avoid grains. We don't need to eat a lot of grains, especially not every day, and this is due to their high carb content. The high carb content, which spikes your insulin, and we have a bunch of insulin in us, and our pancreas, our body doesn't know what to do with all of this sugar and stuff. It messes up our hormones and everything, which makes it hard for us to lose weight and to keep the weight off. So you don't have to eat grains on a regular basis. It's gonna hinder your weight loss, okay? And it can also make you sick, especially with illnesses such as diabetes. So you don't need to eat grains. Some people say eat grains every day. You don't need to eat grains every day. You really don't. You don't need to eat them, especially not every day. The other food that I encourage you to avoid to help you lose weight is alcohol. Alcohol will not only lead to health problems, it will slow your metabolism down to that of a snail. It will slow it down. It will halt it. It will nearly halt your weight loss effort. So you don't need alcohol. You don't need alcohol. You don't need it in your life at all. You really don't. Instead, if you gotta have a drink or you need to relax, eat a bowl of ice cream. It's pretty much just like alcohol, because alcohol pretty much is nothing but sugar, okay? But at least you won't wake up with a hangover, and you won't go out and blow your diet altogether, okay? So that's what I encourage you to do, because myself personally, I don't drink, but there was a time when I did, and to help me stop drinking, I ate ice cream. Yeah, I gained some weight, but it was easier to wean myself off of the ice cream than it was off of alcohol. And alcohol just ain't good for you. Don't waste your time. Find something else to do, okay? And so just find something else to do. Avoid the alcohol. You don't need it, okay? So the other food that I encourage you to avoid or to limit is fruit. The reason being is because fruit has a lot of sugar in it, especially bananas and pineapple and apples. They have a lot of sugar in it. And if you're trying to lose weight, or you had diabetes or blood sugar problems, and you're wondering why, and you're like, oh, I eat healthy, I eat fruit and vegetables, you could be eating too much fruit. You also may be eating too many vegetables. So you have to really monitor yourself. All of our bodies' metabolism is different. What works for one person may not work for you. So this is why it's important for us to get in touch with our own body, so we can know what's going on there. Even doctors can't help us if we don't really know ourselves, because no one can know us better than ourselves. Besides the Lord, no one can know ourselves better than ourselves. So limit your intake of fruit, okay? Especially if you have diabetes or any type of blood sugar problems, okay? So what you should do, instead of eating bananas and really sweet fruits, try berries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, those type of berries. I encourage you to eat berries. They don't have a lot of sugar in them, and they are really good for your overall health, and they won't spike your blood sugar unless you eat like half a gallon or something. So, but anyway, so those are the foods that will help you. If you avoid those foods, they will help you reach your weight loss goals, okay? They will help you. I'm not a doctor, but these are things that have worked for me, and they work for a lot of people. And the health experts, the real health experts, they all say the same thing. So I encourage you to avoid those foods if you want to lose weight, and they will help you to reach your weight loss goals. Thank you for listening. God bless you. See you later. If this has been a blessing to you, please comment, like, or subscribe. And if you have any weight loss tips to help people lose weight and get in shape, please feel free to share them below. See you later. Bye-bye.